Hey guys, Grifton here, and today we're going to be talking about the different ways to heal. Before we get started, please take the time to like and subscribe, as it really does help me out. And if you want, you can follow me over on twitch.tv/griftonish, link will be in the description. Okay guys, so healing. I know, I'm a feral druid, what am I doing talking about healing? Well, with the dual talent specialization coming to Wrath, a lot of people might be picking up healing, including myself. One of the good reasons that you can do that is because Feral Cat can also be a tank, which allows you to have one extra specialization, which, yes, you can go into Boomy or a second Feral spec if you want to, but another option is healing, and by going healing, it allows you to do all three specializations at the same time, which is a huge deal. You're the only class that can do it. Yes, Paladins can do all three, but they can't do all three without respecking. So here we are as Druids with the ability to pretty much do whatever we want. And that is a huge opportunity, especially if you really enjoyed the game and you want to play all aspects of it. You can do that on one character. Now, that's the reason why I'm doing this. I do plan on doing multiple videos about healing, so feel free to stay tuned in the future. But this video is just going to talk about how you heal, how you would go about healing in the game. Not what the rotation is, just the ways to do it. So there are three main ways that I could think of that people heal, and this is pretty much also like the history of healing, how you started out healing if you were back in the day, then you moved on to this next one, and then you ended up on the third one. Maybe you skipped one, or maybe you went in a different order, but these three are the primary ones. And the first one we're talking about is usually called target healing or click to heal, which is not what it sounds like. So essentially you click something, targeting it, and then you heal it with a spell. And that's pretty much click to heal. You can click this guy. I don't know if I can reach him. Yep, I can. Click to heal. And there is absolutely nothing wrong with this. This is what most people start out doing as a healer. They just click and heal. And if they have their UI, they'll click the person and heal. And everything is dandy. Again, this is like the original way to heal. Well, then these add-ons started coming along, and the next way I want to talk about, if I can move this, apparently I can't. There we go. Oh, they're separate. I didn't know that. Okay, here, I'm gonna put this with it anyway. This is called Healbot. Now, I don't personally use this. When I did use an add-on, I used something called Voodoo, which is very similar. But this is Healbot. Now, the way this works is actually pretty clever. Instead of having to bind any spells on your bars or anything like that, it allows you to use combinations of keys and clicks to determine what to heal. So without putting any keys, pressing down any keys on my keyboard, I can press the left click on this and it will heal the target I'm over with a regrowth. Or if I want to give them healing touch, I right click. And if I want to give them a rejuve, I middle click. And then if you want to get more complicated, because you probably have more than 3 spells, you can press things like shift and it will give you 3 more options. There's nothing set up here, but you could. Or you can press control and get 3 more options, because you'll always have those 3 clicks. You could do alt and have 3 options. You could do shift control and have options. So the combination is pretty extensive, and it requires, again, no key binding. So if you're a player that likes to do damage while they heal, this is kind of perfect for you, because you can keep your main bars as DPS, spells, and then let Healbot hold all of the healing requirements you do, which is a huge plus, especially if you have a lot of spells. Now, the downside to Healbot is that it is an add-on, so if you don't know, add-ons break a lot. In fact, the reason I moved away from Voodoo when I did was because I was trying to get on, I think, a PTR, and I couldn't get Voodoo working, and I literally just couldn't heal. I didn't know how to heal outside of an add-on, and that is a big thing. It does become kind of a crush for a lot of people. It's not the end of the world, though, and if you're trying to move on from the target healing, Voodoo is a really good start. Oh, he's targeting me. But let's talk about the last one, which is the one that I use. So this is called mouse over healing. You actually just saw me do it, but I'm going to demonstrate it a little bit differently. So mouse over healing works a lot like target healing, except I don't actually have to target them. I just mouse over them and can heal them. I don't know if I can reach that guy, but yeah, so I can just simply target that or hover over them and heal them. If they're in the UI, I can heal them here. If I'm targeting them, I can heal them here. I'll do a regrowth. Or if this guy's still looking at me, I can choose the target of the target and heal that person. It's very flexible, and it's considered the most proactive way to heal, because if, let's say you're a tank healer, you can target the boss, and then whoever the boss is hitting, you can just spam heal on, because that's the one that's taking the damage, and it saves you a lot of like, oh man, damage just went out. Instead, you're already healing on someone who's about to take damage. Very powerful. Now that's the one I prefer. However, it's not the only one. It's just the simplest for me. That's one of the biggest features of it, is it works without having any add-ons. You don't need anything. And the macro to do it is pretty straightforward. It's just use / at mouse over help no dead at player. Essentially says, first try to heal whoever the mouse over is. If you can't, try to heal whoever the target is, and if you can't, try to heal whoever you are. Try to heal yourself. That makes sense. And then just put the spell at the end, and that's it. Like, I have one for each of my heals, all of my stuff. I even have it for Mark of the Wild. So if I want to give this guy Mark of the Wild, oh, he already has a more powerful one. What about that guy? He's out of range. There we go. Mark of the Wild. It's just a very flexible way to heal. So those are the 3 ways most people heal. If you're planning on healing, I recommend learning how to do them. I will put the macro in my Discord if you want to check it out, if you want to try to mouse over heal. If you want to try to download a healing add-on, this is Healbot. Another one's called Voodoo, spelled VUHDO, I believe. They're both really good, and they both work very similar, so either one you go for is going to be fine. Especially if you're a little intimidated by healing, this add-on is a very comfortable way to introduce you to healing. Anyway, guys, I'm going to be doing a series of these, like I said, on different topics of healing. I'm going to be talking about the rotation for resto druids. I'm going to be talking about strategies and proactive versus reactive and all those things in a couple future videos that at least get you up and ready to heal if you want to use that secondary spec as a healing spec. Now, if you have any questions about what I've just talked about, or any questions for future videos, go ahead and throw them in the comments. I do read all my comments. But guys, thanks for watching, and as always, take care.